This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by
Wild Alaskan Company. Healthy, affordable, convenient fish sent right to your door. Save $25 off with code BIGFISH25. X-Suit, the world's most comfortable suit. I ordered mine and fits like a glove. Doesn't even need to be altered. Save 10% off with code MMA Nuts. Sleep and Beyond, 100% organic and natural cotton and wool bedding. Save 10% off with code MMA10. Neuro Gum, functional gum and mints to energize, calm, and focus you in the moment. Save 10% off with code MMA Nuts. Defense Soap, everyday soaps for everybody. Use code MMA Nuts to save 15% off your order.
Hey fans, this is MMA Nuts episode 680.
680.
My name's Ingo Weigel.
Matt Groth on my show. By my fans, for my fans, walk the line between serious and ridiculous. Look at you. What are you drinking over there? Scotch?
A little Cabernet.
Is it blood? Are you a vampire getting ready for a Halloween?
It's getting cooler out, you know, feels little red wine seems fitting. I want to get your opinion because it's happening.
Sure.
It's happening sooner than later. What are your thoughts on not having turkey on Thanksgiving?
Blasphemy.
You have to have turkey?
I have to, but that's the only holiday that I stick by tradition as to, and maybe that's because my mom, because she would always have Thanksgiving and she would do all the cooking and all the family would come to our house for Thanksgiving because of me. Because one time we went to like a restaurant and I'm like, Ma, this is kind of bullshit. Doesn't taste as good as when you cook it. She's like, fine, I'll never take us to we'll never go out to eat again for Thanksgiving. Well, I'll make it every time.
Nice.
And so I like making it, and it's got to be turkey. But Christmas, for instance, like sometimes we'll just do make your own pizza. Like that's where there's no tradition for me.
I see.
So what were you thinking for Thanksgiving?
I was thinking about making some beef short ribs with some garlic mashed potatoes, little bang bang Brussels sprouts, and some honey glazed carrots. That's the plan. That's the menu I plotted out. Probably all gluten free, maybe. But I don't know. For some reason this year turkey doesn't sound good, and I was like, is it sacrilegious if I make beef? Like,
well, it's up to you guys.
Short ribs,
whatever your tradition is, right?
Yeah. Cocaine. That's my tradition.
Crack rocks. If I make a turkey, sprinkle a crack on it.
Lines for Thanksgiving. Forget the food.
Fuck food, man.
We're getting turned up.
We'll get wasted.
Cross-faded.
Yeah, that's what they said. Yep. Anyway.
You know who wasn't cross-faded?
Oh,
the Bears.
I'm fucking kicking ass. Does it matter if they're playing a subpar team?
No, but I mean, they showed the stat during the game at some point where they're like, Caleb Williams, trajectory and his, completion, all of it's going up, which is good. We like that. Seems like he's in sync with DJ Moore a little bit more. I said more twice. Yeah,
it's all right. It's his name.
You're right. So I'm happy. I still think we'll have to see when they play like a top tier team what it looks like, but it's exciting. The Bears. I still say 9 wins. I think.
I hear you. I'm sticking with 10.
Okay.
Well, I think this was one of the first games too where he actually had a pocket for a lot of the snaps, and the offensive line was doing really well. Yeah. But again, this is a subpar team you're playing against, so you can't get too overly excited. But again, the defense is fucking elite. So
yeah, their
defense. Epic. I forgot what they said. They haven't let anyone score more than 21 points or something like that, and they've won the most consecutive home games ever or something. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Or at least in a long time. How's that? I don't know. There's stats floating around, Ingo.
Decades.
That's right. They're doing well. And the other thing that's weird is the Blackhawks are starting their season, and whatever channel they're going to be on, Xfinity, Comcast, doesn't even have a deal with them, so you can't watch the fucking Blackhawks on Comcast/Xfinity.
That's gay.
Fucking 100%.
So you have to just only stream them or what?
Well, I'm going to find out tomorrow because I think that Tuesday is the home opener for them. And I know ESPN Plus, you can watch the Hawks game is there, but I don't know if it's going to be the home announcers or if you're watching the away version of the game on ESPN Plus. And then also, I don't know if they're blacking it out. So there may have to be some VPN action and other shit going on just to see it. But what the fuck? Like, why do I have cable? If that was part of the reason of having it is for some of the sports. Just,
Well,
I
the
guess
lines
you
have been
can,
blurred, you know.
yeah, it's retarded.
It is.
But you can, I guess it's coming over a local antenna or some shit.
Yeah,
But
you can get it. I mean, you can get these now and you can literally plug them into anything. They're like
yeah,
$30 or whatever and stick them on the wall and it gets high
right.
def signals. Pretty cool.
That's what I heard. Maybe I gotta do that. But again, that's just another thing, right? Like I got enough things, enough streamings. I just want one thing that has everything. It's just called cable back in the day.
That's what it used to be called. Now it's
And
called
now it's called fuck you up the ass and charge
Netflix,
you
Peacock,
every single
YouTube,
way. 100%.
Max, Apple TV,
Huh.
Paramount. I mean,
Exactly. And then a
UFC,
lot of them you find out, oh, I get
Disney.
it free because I have whatever.
Yeah,
I've got Verizon. So you get Disney and
right.
ESPN and this for free. Oh, you've got that? Well, you get this for free. I'm like, cool. I don't know what else I get, but just put it all together in one thing. So I don't have to go
Video.
to 8
That's what
different
else you get
places. Then sometimes you have that like Thursday night football. Oh, I gotta fucking turn on the Xbox
on
to
Amazon.
watch it through Prime or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I don't want to watch it all the time. So then I gotta fucking press another remote and another button. Like, this is gay. I
It's like
just
the
want to
Wild
use one
West.
remote.
Used to be one game in town too. You had like satellite or cable, right? And people bitched because it was too expensive.
Right.
Now
Yes.
they broke it all up. Now there's 100 different things you can buy, and they're all fragmented everywhere. So you can't even watch one sport on one channel. You have to have like 10 channels.
And you're just getting raped by the amount you're paying now. Because it was
Yes.
way cheaper, and now it just this, and it just keeps adding up,
Yep.
adding up, oh, throw a little Netflix in there too while you're at
Yes, definitely. Forgot about that.
it.
Shall we talk a
Yeah.
little UFC before
Yes,
we get
please.
too political?
Or
A
you,
little UFC
digress too much.
307, right? That just happened October 5th.
Yes. So we had like 4 split decisions on this.
Yes.
We had a rogue judge, and I think we had a retarded ref in one of the fights.
At the same time?
Yes,
Wow.
all of the above. But let's
That's
start with
crazy.
the main event. Alex Pereira, Khalil Rountree, without a D in his name, by the way. It's Rountree.
Roundtree.
Yes.
Well, I felt like Roundtree was doing what he needed to do in the first 2 rounds, looking good. And then something happened in the third round. I don't know if Pereira figured him out or he clipped him a couple of times. What happened?
His gas tank ran out.
Oh, so he
This
ran
is
out
what
of
you
gas.
talked about, right? You said after 2 rounds, I worry about this fucking guy.
I
That's
did.
pretty much what happened.
Ran out of gas, and then all of a sudden it was the Pereira show after that. Like it was just like
Hmm.
pow, 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 1, 2, 3, like just boxing him up, piecing him up, bloodied him up. I feel like his freaking eyeball was dangling out in the fourth round
Oh, it was
before,
awesome.
and then just a lot of volume, and finally, Roundtree just had enough. I mean, it didn't look like he got KO'd. He just got like fatigued out and from beaten
Yeah,
out. That was just
fatigue and
like
beaten down.
too much of a beating. I felt
Sure.
bad. I feel like I was waiting for the ref to stop it at any point. I'm like, please stop this. Because his punches were like in slow motion. He was like,
I can't get out of the way. I see it coming, but I can't move.
yeah.
And just fucking eating them. And it
Uh,
was weird because the first couple of rounds, there were not a lot of combinations thrown. It was a lot of single shots. And I thought,
yeah.
I know Pereira got dropped. I think it was in the second round because he threw a head kick and missed, and then he got clipped with something. But I thought overall Pereira's defense was really good, and his leg kicks, I think that was adding up too. And I think the combination of the leg kicks and the conditioning is what started turning the tide in the third round. And then the fourth round is when it just was like, we're in a fight now. And that was exciting because now we're throwing shit. People are throwing combos, things are happening. But the first two half of the third round, single shots, awkward. And yeah, the way I scored it was 1-2 Rountree.
Yep.
And then third round for Alex, and then fourth round, obviously, for Alex too. But
same, exactly the same.
There was a picture. I'll probably have to blur it
Oh.
after the fight. And Rountree said coming into this fight, I guess he had cut his nose 3 weeks prior to the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Just waiting for this to open. Fucking.
I think he recut his nose during the fight.
Yeah, he knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because he had that, and then got this, and then there. I wish I could show the video because there was a punch that lands, and it's just like a zit exploding, but all full of blood, just poof, all over. Even to the point where I think, DC posted a picture because blood splattered all over his fucking cell phone.
Oh, no shit. Oh, God.
So I hope everyone gets tested for shit because you don't want all that blood flying around. And Mark Goddard was the ref in this one. He's talking, I guess he told Joe Rogan in the cage after the fight, he said, in his 20 years of refereeing, he's never heard anything like the sound of Alex Pereira's punches. He said, I was in the octagon after the fight, blah, blah, blah. Mark Goddard came up to me and said, I've been doing this 24 years, blah, blah, blah. He said, it's ungodly. That's what he kept saying. He says, it's ungodly. So I don't know what it is, but he has death in his fists. Maybe he has overly large hands. I'm thinking of Shane Carwin when I talk about that, and Brock Lesnar, how they just had these. I think, what did Randy Couture call Brock Lesnar's hands? Lunch boxes. He has lunch boxes for hands, right? Or fucking sledgehammers. There's a lot of weight and meat and size behind it because he just touches you, and a lot of these guys just go to fucking sleep. And this fight pretty much played out how he wanted. Stand up, just stand up. And I don't know why Khalil didn't throw many kicks in the first few rounds. I think
I'm not sure.
Commentators were even saying, like, why are we not throwing as many kicks? So,
I mean, maybe it's possible he was just trying not to gas himself out from throwing kicks or something. Maybe he thought he can get from boxing. It was pretty much a boxing match the first couple of rounds.
Yeah, less the leg kicks from Pereira and the random head kick, or he threw a couple body kicks in there too.
Yeah.
But the other stat I want to talk about too is this full violence on X posted. He said Alex Pereira, 7 KOs in the UFC, 6 wins over former champions, 5 straight wins, 4 title fights in 11 months, 3 title defenses in 175 days. Wow. He's the number 2 pound for pound fighter, all in under 3 years of being in the UFC. Like, holy shit. I don't think there's anyone else that's fucking put up that kind of numbers.
No,
like
he's
activity.
Just scary, brutal dude. And lots of cardio.
And finishing people. That's what I love. You got to finish people. Because that's the intent of the fight, is to finish your opponent. It's not to decision your opponent.
Correct.
Because as we move along, well, we'll talk about that, but we should probably hit some sponsor action first.
Oh, yeah. Brought to you by... Hello, everyone. This episode is brought to you by Manscaped. Global leader in men's lifestyle and grooming. Every man knows the unbeatable feeling of a fresh barbershop shave. Now, what if I told you that you no longer have to wait weeks or even months between appointments to experience it? Introducing Manscaped's sweet newest innovation, the Chairman Pro Electric Foil Shaver, the game-changing tool that brings the luxury of a professional shave right into your home. Whether you're after that daily, silky smooth finish or prefer to maintain a rugged 5 o'clock shadow, the Chairman Pro Electric Foil Shaver is your go-to for precision and style every time. Head over to manscaped.com and join the over 11 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by using the code MMANUTS for 20% off and free shipping.
And I'm reading ahead. You're gonna have to adjust your read at the end there, because I
Gotcha.
noticed I didn't put some
I'm
stuff in.
I'm already ahead of you. I
Okay,
got you.
thank you. So a standout feature that truly differentiates, you heard me, the Chairman Pro from arrest if the flex adjust technology is the flex. This is a mess. The innovative technology ensures a superior shave by allowing both blades and the pivoting head to seamlessly adapt to your unique contours of your face and neck. Basically, it's pretty fucking good and you should use it. That's what they're trying to say.
Exactly. You know what's not a mess? If you get the
What?
Chairman Pro today and experience a shave that is as smooth as you deserve. You can get 20% off and free shipping with the code MMANUTS at manscaped.com. It's 20% off and free shipping with the code MMANUTS at manscaped.com.
That's right. I was waiting for you to read it the way it's said. I was like, oh no.
I'm not that dumb.
Come on, Ron Burgundy. Don't
If you
don't
if
read
you
it.
didn't put the things around them, that may have happened. So
Well, that's how it comes, and then I have to edit it. But
perfect.
anyway, this episode is brought to you by Blue Chew. Does Blue Chew work? If you're asking that question, we want you to know that Blue Chew is putting their money where their mouth is by giving you 1 month free.
Yes, and Blue Chew is an online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and
See,
Levitra
Alice.
at a fraction of the cost and in chewable form. Simple process. Sign up at bluechew.com. Consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within a few days. Blue Chew tablets are made in the U.S., shipped direct to your door. Best parts all done on the internet. No doctor visits, no awkward conversations. And you can take them anytime, any day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises.
That's right. He's doing karate. You want to do some karate in the garage? Blue Chew once been rock hard. They told me at submission they will not stop until every man is bricked up like a brick house, till every tent is pitched, till every rod is raised. Discover your options at bluechew.com. You might even want to chew it and do it. We've got a special deal for our listeners. You can try Blue Chew free. Use our promo code NUTS at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's bluechew.com, promo code NUTS to receive your first month free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. We thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
Thank you, Blue Chew.
And just like that, back to the show. And what the hell was I just talking about? I was on a tangent. We were talking about
decisions and how there was a lot of weird fuckery going on, and
there were a lot of
judges and
decisions,
retarded refs and all kinds of stuff. So,
I mean, that was the Pena versus Pennington fight. Goddamn, everyone out there thought Pennington won the fight, but Pena got the split decision win. And I think there was just this rogue judge just fucking up all these decisions across the board.
Same with Aldo and Bautista.
Yeah, and then that one was weird because that guy was going for 1 million takedowns, not getting them, but the judges gave the effort for trying to get the takedown more value than defending the takedown, which I have a fucking problem with.
Right.
And I'm gonna pull up some stats because there's an Andy Hickey MMA on X posted, and you can kind of see what Jose Aldo's takedown defense is. So in 107 UFC fights, or sorry, take that back, 107 takedown attempts. If you had 107 UFC fights, holy shit. He's only been taken down 9 times out of 107 attempts. And you can kind of see
That's pretty good.
fucking Kenny Florian, fuck you. You tried 19 takedowns, only got 1. Edgar is the one who landed the most with 2. Tried 11, and Batista, he attempted 10, he got 0. Somehow that was effective, which is bullshit. Bullshit.
It is bullshit.
So, I don't know what else to say about that. That's not how you fight a legend in the sport. You don't just keep trying to go for takedowns and not get them and then get rewarded with a split decision win.
Yeah. I don't have anything else about the card except to say shout out to Stephen Thompson. Wonder Boy didn't had a rough go leading into the pay-per-view. Things were going okay I think
Till
Buckley
they
just
weren't.
too athletic, you know. It was able to. It seemed like Thompson rocked him in some point in that third round, but Buckley just turned it on for a second and was fast and powerful and KO'd him.
Yeah,
So
didn't work out. It didn't look
happened
good
quick,
either.
happened really fast. I was like,
Yeah,
whoa, what the
it
fuck
was
just happened?
aggressive.
So
And then Kayla Harrison won, and she said pre-fight she had some issues, and she said, I don't like to make excuses, but I had to go to the hospital the week before. I was peeing blood.
mm,
There was some stuff going on. I don't like to make excuses, but I definitely wasn't my best inside the cage. She says, I'm not built for I'm just not built to weigh 135 pounds. And
yeah.
here's another one. This is like, and this is why I said of her coming into her, because she was usually fighting at 155 in the goddamn PFL. It's the same thing like Cyborg. I don't know why we're making these women try to cut to a weight class that they're not going to fight in. Who gives a fuck if they just fight at 145 or 155? It should be one-offs. And, there were a lot of calls from the fans after this, because like pretty much all the women fights went to decision. They weren't super entertaining. A lot of people are calling for maybe the UFC should get rid of women's fights, or they're all on the prelims. None of them make it to the main card. So what
Yeah.
are your thoughts on that?
I'm fine with that unless it's yeah, maybe a title fight can go on the main card.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to, but again, it makes me, I don't know. It feels like there's a lack of talent in women's MMA right now. And
Um,
it makes
yeah.
me kind of appreciate Ronda Rousey a little bit more. So I went back and looked at her stats, because her finishing rate was 100%.
Ah,
And
perfect.
that's how I view a fighter. It's like when you win a fight, what is your finishing rate? That's what's important to me. And for her, she was 12-2. She never went to a fucking decision in her entire
Ever.
MMA career.
No.
Even in her 2 losses, KOs.
Yeah. So,
100% finishing rate.
exciting.
Cyborg, 82% finishing rate,
Pretty good.
27-2 record. Amanda Nunes, 74% finishing rate.
Okay.
And she just posted some kind of weird video. I think it was on Instagram. She's wearing a tough outfit, and she hit up Dana White, and she looks like she's fucking fit and ready to come back to fighting. Not that I was the biggest Nunes fan, but again, go back to finishing rate. KO'd fucking Rousey, KO'd Cyborg. I don't know. I just feel like you need people that are going to finish fights, and whoever that is, that's where you put the money on. That's
I
who you
like
put
that.
on the main
Yeah.
card.
Main card finish fights. I finished fights at
Kenny
145
Florian, come
pounds.
on, give it to me. And then he just didn't, right? Or
No, he
did he?
didn't. He
I don't
talked
know.
about he did
He
not.
talked about it, but he didn't.
Yeah.
I love it.
He
But
knew
that's
though.
good
He knew finishing is
confidence.
the key. You
It
got to finish.
is. That's why you do the Chris Lytle Award. That's like old school
That's
shit.
right.
People don't know about these guys anymore, because we've like cycled through. So many of these guys came in and came out, and I don't know, feel like it's gotten watered down. And then you took the steroids out of the sport, and it's like, oh, maybe that's what they need to inject back in, get the fucking steroids in. And then one other fight to mention, there's Cesar Almeida versus, I don't know, Ihor Tierra. I don't fucking say
Whoa.
that wrong, but
Easy.
anyway, exactly. Anyway, Almeida kicked his opponent in the balls and had 4 eye pokes, 0 points deducted. And then also, I think there was a lot of clinch work, and anytime there was a clinch, they were trying to break it up. So I think that the ref may need to be looked into as to what was he doing during that fight. Did he have some money bet on this fight? Because he
Whack it
sure as shit wasn't on the ball.
hmm I think he was whacking off.
He might have been. He might have been. And then Court McGee gets a win over Tim and Dirty Bird Means.
Nice.
Good for him. I think that's all I had
Okay.
for
Fair enough.
that. I gotta look at
Wrap it
what.
up in a bow and smoke it.
I'll look at one more thing. Oh, one last thing I want to show here. I'm going to turn the volume off. But the UFC did this for one fan. I don't know if they did it for more, but they took this guy's cell phone and made a little video for him. And then he just runs to the cage
Oh, that's
and
neat.
gets to see a little decision up close on his personal cell phone.
That's pretty cool.
And then he'll run back. So it almost looks like the guy, like the fan himself, got to see the close up thing. I hope they do more of that shit. That's pretty
That's
fucking
pretty neat.
cool.
Oh, yeah, I like that a lot. That is really cool.
And then like, here, man, here's your phone back. Enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think that was it for UFC 307. The only other thing to mention was they did this grip strength thing. So I was going to
Okay.
post that for some of the fighters on here. And it was kind of shocking. So grip strength, I got to make my screen a little bigger
Wow.
here.
Hair and Rountree are at the top, eh?
Yeah, I started at the bottom. Fucking Jose Aldo is only 72 and a half.
He's
What the
got
fuck is
tiny
that?
hands, I think.
Yeah, he's a tiny guy though, too. And then Juliana Pena, 79.8. Kel Pennington, 92.6. Kayla Harrison, 93.7. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, 105.6. Buckley, 107.2. Holland, 110.7. And then you get to the big boys. Pereira, 159.2. And Rountree, 166.2. That's strong. And we were talking pre-show, and I was telling you, like, yeah, my right hand's jacked up. But my right hand is 155. My left hand is 135, 140.
Wow.
So gauge of what that means, I don't fucking know, but I would think some of these guys would have been stronger, which is kind of shocking. But
It
again,
is
these are
shocking.
light
Yeah.
heavyweights. What are
Yeah.
the fucking heavyweights?
Yeah, like a
Reason.
Lesnar or
Oh my
fucking
god, probably 300.
Overeem.
Breaking it. What's the max that shit goes to?
I don't know. Great question.
So that's cool because that reminded me of what is it, the Wide World of Sports or
What do you do? The
something where they
kicking?
do. Well, I always, we talked about this many years ago of having them doing some kind of athletic competition, kind of like, I don't know if it's the combine for football, but doing something for the UFC, the
That'd be
hardest
cool.
punch, hardest kick, grip strength, some kind of
Yeah.
competition so you can see who's the fucking strongest, who's got the best cardio, who's got the best eyesight. Michael Bisping.
Perfect. Who can hear the best?
That's right.
Uh,
Matt
Matt
Hamill.
Hamill. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to play a little UFC trivia game with you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I've discovered this thing. It's on SB Nation MMA Fighting. They call it UFC in 5 game, right? So
Okay.
here's how the game works, real simple. I'm gonna give you a clue, and then
Yes.
you're gonna guess the fighter, and then if you get it right, you win. If you don't, you're gonna get another clue up to 5, and we'll see how far you can take it.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Clue number 1, UFC Hall of Famer.
Forrest Griffin.
Okay. Okay, that's not it. Former
Okay.
lightweight champ.
Which level?
Lightweight champ, former.
BJ Penn.
Ooh, that'd be great if that's. Nope. All right.
Okay.
11 post-fight bonuses.
Oh, 55. Chris Lytle.
Former champion.
Oh, no.
I'll save you a guess. Go back.
55. God damn. I'm struggling with this one.
I'm gonna guess 55, huh?
Yeah, that's a problem. With 11 post-fight bonuses, that was a champion. Was
Oh, sorry.
Lozon was never champ. He had a lot of post-fight bonuses.
Conor McGregor.
Gaethje, but he wouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
Nope.
Who the fuck's 55 that's in the goddamn Hall of Fame? Besides Penn.
Diaz? No. No.
Next clue. I can't get it. Fuck.
Okay. 3 wins over BJ Penn. Ah, maybe I remember. Former lightweight champ, 11 post fight. So UFC
Frankie
Hall of Fame.
Edgar.
I think that's it. Bing, you got it.
Yeah.
You got 4 tries on it. Pretty solid. Nice work.
That was tough. That's a tough weight class.
They put a new one up every day apparently. I don't
Okay.
know how long they're gonna do that for, but
Well, we can play that game. I like that game.
okay. I'll see if I can find it again.
Yeah. Someone had an interesting observation about the new gloves. So we'll pull this up. This is Red Wolf MMA on X. So I'm gonna probably have to blur some of this out. So they said, anybody else noticing that since the introduction of the new UFC gloves, eye poke rate is still the same, which we kind of knew because they didn't design it for eye pokes, they designed it for looks. But the cuts and lacerations seem to be getting worse. In the space of a month, we've seen some of the worst facial splits I can recall. And then here you go. And I don't know. They're not wrong, are they?
No, but I mean, I'd have to compare the gloves to see. Is it the material? Is it where the seams are? You know, who knows?
Yeah. And the other thing I want to mention is I fucking hate those gold gloves because the 2 championship fights, when I'm watching those fights, it makes me think I'm watching another organization and not the UFC because we've gone for so many years of them wearing the black gloves and now champions get these gold gloves. Fuck them. I don't like them.
Yes.
Black gloves for everybody. Consistency.
I agree.
I don't care if you're a champion because they did the championship shorts, right? And then now we're going to do championship gloves. Just like some marketing ploy to sell more bullshit to people that have the money to probably pay whatever it is they're trying to charge for fucking gold gloves or get the fighter kit, get the pre-worn stuff. Anyway. What else is happening?
What I want about? So, oh, the Ngannou pay-per-view fight, Battle of the Giants. The cost we talked about the cost. I think it was last week.
$19.99.
Nope.
Of
It's
course
$49.99 is what the
Oof.
is going to cost you. But the UK listened and they said it's going to cost you $19.99 in the UK. But you know, that's like UK money, which is worth like 10 times our money. So, you know, it's like $200 there.
What if my VPN says I'm in the UK?
Then you pay $19.99 UK dollars, which is probably like $50.
Works out to the same.
So
I don't actually save anything.
No,
I fuck myself. I actually pay more.
You do. But to piggyback off that real quick, you know,
Yes.
I was listening to a thing with Dana White. I think he was talking to Kevin Ioli or whatever. And he was saying that they offered Ngannou more money than he already made in boxing so far.
Bullshit.
And I was going to ask,
There's
yeah, do you believe that? He's like,
No.
Dana said he's stupid. He should have took the money because it was way more money than what he got in boxing.
He made at least 30 million in boxing. At least 30.
Which is pretty good. That's way more than he made in the UFC, I think.
He wasn't gonna make that in 1 or 2 fights.
No,
there's no fucking way.
10 fights.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Dropping shit over here.
That's
blasphemy. California State Athletic Commission just put this video out. There's some new rules that are going to be effective November 1st.
Okay.
So I'm going to share this and hopefully they're cool with that. So hang on. Let me make sure I'm sharing sound because, you know, I wasn't sharing sound there. Okay. Here we go.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mike Beltran. I'm a licensed referee for the California State Athletic Commission. There are 2 major changes in the unified rules that I'm going to cover. First off is going to be kicking or kneeing to the head of a grounded opponent. As of November 1st, now what's going to be considered to be legal is going to be the grounded opponent with one hand placing down. If Czar decides to kick or knee him to the head, that is going to be legal on November 1st per the unified rules. Kick or knee to the head. Both hands or one hand down, it doesn't matter.
Love it.
That is legal. You're right. Do me a favor and get on one knee. Okay, that kick or knee to the head, that is going to be considered a foul. That is a grounded fighter. So if a fighter is on his knee or his butt or his forearm touches the ground or on his back, that is considered to be a grounded opponent, and therefore it is illegal to kick or knee to the head. Also, a new change is going to be the 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock, north-south. This rule is now also taken out of the unified rule.
Uriah climbing the tree.
Uriah is now going to demonstrate what is considered to be a legal technique as of November 1st. That's a north-south elbow. As of November 1st, that is going to be a legal blow. North-south elbow. November 1st, that rule to the head or to the body, as long as you are targeting a legal area, it is now considered to be legal. Thank you very much for your time. Once again, I'm Mike Beltran. Thank you for listening.
I love it. What do you think about that?
I love it. I think the grounded opponent rule is, I wonder if they're doing a slow transition to like allowing them to do whatever they want, but they want to do it inch by inch because they want to see what happens if they allow this. Like, is there going to be any more grappling, or are they just going to be soccer kicking each other all the time?
They should be. I think you just more rules for striking, right?
Yeah.
And especially with people trying to go for takedowns. And I always hated that. Oh, I'm touching the ground. Look at me. You can't knee me. I'm touching the ground. Yeah. Now you just get fucked up. I love that.
Yep.
I want less rules and more things legal. So, and hopefully, and I think that was the point of the video, is that people are starting to train that so that they're aware that these things are going to happen. Like, hey, man, you got to be careful in these positions now because this is not a safe position. You get fucked up. And I want to see those 12-6 elbows raining down. And I want to see someone do what your favorite just try to do, climb the tree, and we tie it down. So that'll be fun. What else is going on?
I got a couple videos and then the knowledge. So here we go. Let me share this.
Yep.
Can't share sound because they put music, but let me get your thoughts on this. Big guy, little guy. Little guy's like, hey, hold on a second. Doing a little dance.
What
and
is
pimp slap. I'll let you see it one more time.
All
1,
right.
2, 3. Da, 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 da. Boom. What do you think?
I miss slapping people. Slapping people was fashionable when we were in college. We used to slap people.
It was a thing?
It was a thing. At least on our floor, we would slap the shit out of each other. Some people didn't recognize that it was just in good fun and then wanted to fight you. I'm like, hey, man, we're just slapping you. Just be cool. I saw there's a couple of things happening. So I don't know if you saw Paddy Pimblett. He did. Oh, this is so loud. We're going to turn this down. He Sparta kicked somebody.
No, did not see that.
Remember when Alaskan did it to John Dodson, but this is kind of like that, but different. So he's taking one and then he's going to deliver one.
This is Sparta.
Barely even kicked that dude.
Yeah.
That guy's rocked. He's rocked.
Oh my God. That was crazy. Midgets or dwarfs, whatever you want to call them, they're creepy, man.
I know. I feel like he should have went full force because I want to see how far that guy flies. How far he flies.
Crazy thing. This kind of shit makes me miss Game of Thrones. I'm not gonna lie.
It's true.
What a great show.
And then Eileen Perez just posted this. I'll share this. She's the one who was booty dancing or twerking.
Yeah.
She said, I guess I got banned from France for twerking. So can they do that? Can they ban her?
Yeah. Didn't they just cancel the UFC Paris or something? I thought
they might have.
I thought I read something about it, them canceling it. And they're gonna reschedule all the fights because they're not doing it because it's a bunch of bullshit.
It wouldn't surprise me. It's not a great place to be. Then there's a weird grappling match announced. What are your thoughts on this? Michael Venom Page versus Carlos Condit. Polaris 30, November 2nd.
Yeah. Condit was decent grappler.
Yeah, and MVP is not. So why are we doing this?
I don't know.
To make money? Do I need to make some? Are you taking bets on that? Because fuck, Condit will win that 100% of the time, 100% of the time.
Yes.
So I don't even know why we're fucking doing that. It makes no sense. Do you have anything else before knowledge? I just have a handful of other things.
I have 1 KO.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, here we go. Here's a little Muay Thai action and a little KO out the cage. Good night.
Oh.
Oh boy, is not doing so well. One more time.
I like the lady in the background just chugging her beer like nothing went wrong. She's like, fuck that guy. He deserved it. I got 1 KO. Let's see what happens here. I'll turn the sound off. I don't know what's happening. This is like one of those.
Oh, damn.
Ink. Get shut off.
Hell yeah.
You see, John Jones is back in fight shape. My internet seems to be going slow here.
See.
6-pack.
Wow. Looking good.
45 more days. That
Big
was
boy.
a while ago. October 2nd. Yeah. He looks totally natural, by the way.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Totally natural. Mike Tyson posting some training video. He probably can't walk after this one. They only give you like 10 or 11-second bursts for some reason. Probably because he only has a 10 or 11-second burst, but remember, he's 58 or 59. I'll add sound. We'll go one more time.
I mean, he's looking good for those couple of seconds.
He's got so much power, though. I still think he knocks Jake Paul's head off.
I don't know. I don't know. I think Jake's the youth is a question mark.
It is. And they're doing 2-minute rounds, so that's an advantage for Mike.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a move that did not work as intended. Let me see if there's any sound here.
Okay.
Right. Or music in the background. Apparently we have no sound, so fine. I thought it had sound. So we will share, and I'll put sound, and we'll see what happens. So the guy's got them picked up, and then he falls right in the mount.
Oh, man.
You ever seen that before? Like,
no.
Like I don't know what he's trying to accomplish here, because he's got him. He should just dump him forward, and he decides to try to suplex him. He lands on his back and gets mounted.
Suplexed himself.
Right. And luckily he was able to get up and out because the other guy just let him out to strike. Yeah. So odd. And that'll take us right into some knowledge. We got.
Oh, yes. So I don't know. There's new shit out on Netflix. I'm a big fan of these like series that have the really short shows, but I was going to recommend you watch this with your wife. It's a good one if you haven't seen it already. There's a show called Nobody Wants This on Netflix. It's about a rabbi and a sex podcaster who's not a rabbi. So it's good. It's like 10 episodes, really funny, a lot of Jewish weird funny shit and just crazy characters. You have a little bit of everything for the guys and for the gals. We blew through it in 2 days. It was easy.
Wow.
It was just bam. It's it's 2 hours basically total, like 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Is it a series or just?
Yeah, the season 1 just came out. Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
So really good shit. Want something funny to watch? Good stuff.
Nice. And I'll leave you this.
That sounds gay.
Gay. Gay. Grab his dick and twist it. Twist his dick. Oh my god, dude. This is an MMA fight. Yeah, work out it in every show somewhere. And I didn't know. Speaking of gay, this comes straight from Chipotle.
Oh boy.
Can you read that?
Yeah, I can read it. Season with cum.
Hey, you're welcome. I don't know what they're doing over there, but I like it.
It's good things, apparently.
One of the places I can eat that's quick, that's gluten-free. You have to be sick. Knock on screen. Hey, whatever.
I'm full.
I'm not sick. So. On that note, we can shut down.
All righty. Well, that has been this week's edition of MMA Nuts. My name's Ingo Weigel.
Matt Ruth, thanks for playing. Bye.